ANN returns. A new river and a new friend. This is ANN.
Good day, Aspenia. I am Robbie Origami, here to present you with this week's news. Starting off with our main story today, Aspenia National News has returned for its third season. You thought we were gone? Nope. We always come back. You will never be rid of us. Moving on. An Ebola outbreak in Uganda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo has been declared an international emergency by the World Health Organization, trapping our wonderful president, Hassan, in his home country of Uganda since he was visiting there when the outbreak began. We hope that he's doing well and that he will come home to Aspenia soon. To our next story, a successful rafting trip in Quarterbrook has opened up new opportunities. Last weekend, a group of brave Aspenian citizens took cruise ship passengers on our very first commercial trip on a river other than the exploits since Rafting Newfoundland was founded 29 years ago. This trip has opened up the possibility of more commercial runs on the Humber River moving forward. Larry will now be doing an interview with one of the guides from the trip. Take it away, Flary!
Thank you, Robbie. I am here with Jane Humber, inventor of the Humber River.
I invented the river.
Yeah. Can you please tell us a bit about the Humber River?
Yes, well, it's a river with a lot of water in it because I found that my sons were a little bit too smelly, and so I needed to create a large body of water for them to swim in every day because they weren't showering, as many mothers of sons understand, and siblings, and so that's what I did. Because mothers, were the inventors of everything out of necessity. There's a quote about that.
That's so true. And do you think that the Humber River would be viable as a future run for Rafting Newfoundland moving forward?
Yes. I heard something about cantaloupes going down the river. Do you know about this? Yes.
Lots of cantaloupes.
Lots of cantaloupes, and I think that would be very fun and snacky for people looking for lunch. Yes.
Do you think they could just lay in the river and just wait for a cantaloupe to float to them?
Precisely, that's what I'm thinking.
All right, and we've been taking a lot of cruise ship passengers on the Humber River. Do you believe that interacting with cruise ship passengers could start a pandemic of hantavirus in Aspenia?
No, I'm not. I'm not so much worried about that. I'm more so worried about the lack of raccoons.
Did you know there's no raccoons here?
There's no raccoons in Newfoundland, nor Aspenia, nor... That is preposterous.
None in the Humber River either.
None in the Humber River? But you have geese there. You have polar bears, but you don't have raccoons.
Polar bears ate them.
What? What?
There you have it, folks. Back to you, Robbie.
Thank you, Flary. Now, as you can see behind me, Aspenia has gotten its own flag, which will be hung in the guide villa shortly, whenever the princess can find enough rope. We will now be going to Sherry for her international news segment. What are they doing over there? Take it away, Sherry!
Thank you, Robbie. A kangaroo has found a new home after going on a rampage in Quebec. After escaping a stable that could only be described as unsuitable, the kangaroo went on a rampage around Quebec for several days before being captured and brought to a zoo. To be fair, if I was taken from the Australian outback and forced to live in Quebec, I would go on a rampage too. An emu has mysteriously been on the loose in northern New Jersey for several days, now officially becoming the only interesting thing that has ever happened in northern New Jersey. The emu seemingly appeared out of nowhere since authorities still struggle to identify its owner. However, local emuologists suggest that this is phase 1 in the emu invasion of the United States of America, and the Aspenian government has informed us that Aspenia will be taking the side of the emus. In our final international news story, earlier this year, Aspenia definitely attended the Winter Olympics in Milan, and won. That's right. Every single medal that there was to win was won by Aspenia. We're also winning the World Cup, and anybody who says otherwise should and will be executed for treason on the highest offense. That's all that has happened abroad this week. That's right, all other news stories that I have not covered here are either made up or unimportant. Back to you, Robbie.
Thank you, Sherry, for that informative segment. Moving on, another one of our trusty vans, Goldie, was brutally murdered after sabotage from the other Aspenia caused the frame that holds up the car to fall apart while it was on the highway. Goldie wasn't the only car to die, as Duke Jeff's car was also sabotaged by the other Aspenia, and it died on the causeway, a massive bridge on the highway where there isn't much room to pull over. Luckily, he made it out okay. In brighter news, Aspenia has gotten a new resident. A girl from Ontario named Pauline has come to Aspenia to raft guide and get over her crippling fear of doors. She has been described as a little ball of sunshine who could teach us all to be more grateful about things in life, including firefighters, who had to come and rescue Ben's gear from the bathroom after she accidentally locked it in there. To learn more about our new friend, I would now like to go to Flary with his exclusive interview with Pauline. Take it away, Flary!
Thank you, Robbie. I am here with our newest guide, Pauline. Pauline, could you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Hi, I arrived in Aspenia approximately 5 days ago. I slept in the airport because there was a little bit of a mix-up. And I had a great time, I had a great sleep. The janitor was super nice to me. And then Flary's mom picked me up at the airport and was super lovely. And I proceeded to lock every door possible by accident, and now I'm here.
Okay, and what inspired you to come to Newfoundland for your training on how to operate a door?
Well, I heard the doors were different here. I heard they opened from the other way. And I just didn't understand that. Also, there's no raccoons here, and so I really needed to find out more about that.
Yeah, and did you know that there's no raccoons here?
There's no raccoons here?
There's no raccoons here.
There's no raccoons.
No raccoons.
I have to call 20 people after this interview and explain there's no raccoons here.
Right, do you like my jacket?
I love your jacket. Where'd you get it?
I don't know.
Maybe Flary's mom?
Alright. Well, there you have it, folks. Back to studio.
This year's winter can only be described as brutal. So brutal, in fact, that Sand's trailer got so much snow on it that the roof collapsed. Luckily, we will be fixing it, but Sand is uncertain how much longer it can last. I would now like to go to Gary with this week's forecast. Take it away, Gary!
Thank you, Robbie. The weather for this week is
Gary, is something the matter?
No, you just usually interrupt me.
Well, I'm not now. Continue on with the weather, please.
Of course, the weather...
Wait a moment. Gary, why is your microphone a baguette?
I knew it! You always interrupt me!
Just do the weather.
Of course. Sunday calls for cloudy weather with a high of 8 and a low of a 6. Monday and Tuesday will be around 20 degrees with a low of a 7. But Tuesday will also be rainy. Yeah, different from Monday then. Rain continues on Wednesday with a high of 14 and a low of 8. Thursday is the same but without the rain. Finally, Friday and Saturday will both be overcast with a high of 19 and a low of a 10. That is all for now. Back to you, Robbie!
Thank you, Gary. In our final story for today, a pine marten, which is a creature famously known for living in pine trees, has been found living in our dumpster. I'll roll the clip.
Hey, buddy. What you doing in there? That's not a home for you. How am I supposed to put the garbage out now?
Her name is Stinky, and she is very shy. Please do not interact with her, as she could be carrying diseases. That is all the news we have for this week. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week on ANN!